Hello everybody, welcome to A to Z Bodyform. In this video we'll go through the top 10 ways to boost your metabolism. So what exactly is metabolism? It is primarily the mechanism by which food is converted into energy. Calories are certainly consumed during this process. So if you have a fast metabolism, you'll burn more calories, even when you're lying in bed, and that's the most fascinating aspect of it. A variety of factors determine the metabolic rate, the most important of which is genetics. In this video, we'll show you the top 10 scientifically proven methods or tips for boosting your metabolism. So let's get started, and remember to stick with the video to see the best tip of all. Tip number 10 is to consume a lot of protein. It's common knowledge that eating causes your metabolism to speed up as your body digests and stores the meal. This is referred to as the thermic effect of food, and it accounts for around 10% of total energy expenditure. Like every other breakdown process in our bodies, extra calories are necessary to digest, absorb, and process the nutrients in your diet. Protein digestion takes more energy than carbohydrate or fat digestion. Approximately 20 to 30% of energy in protein is used during digestion. This energy expenditure ranges from 5 to 10% for carbohydrates and up to 3% for fats. According to one piece of research, when protein made up 30% of a person's diet, they were found to consume 441 fewer calories per day. It is evidence that protein-rich foods help to accelerate metabolism. Nuts and seeds, legumes, whole grains, dairy, eggs, lean meat and fish are all good sources of protein. Tip number 9 is to eat regularly. Eating habits that are consistent can aid to boost metabolic processes. In fact, the human body is dependent on balance and regularity. The metabolic balance is maintained by eating at regular intervals. If a person eats a lot and then goes for long periods of time without eating, the body will burn calories slowly and store fat cells. By eating at regular intervals, a person can limit the tendency to store fat, thereby avoiding obesity, the mother of all diseases. A person should ideally consume small meals every 3 to 4 hours. Some people in today's world are seen skipping meals in order to lose weight. This can have a significant negative influence on metabolism. Inadequate calorie intake can cause a person's metabolism to slow down in order for the body to conserve energy. Adult women, according to research, require between 1,600 and 2,400 calories a day to survive. Depending on their level of physical activity, men, on the other hand, require approximately 2,000 to 3,000 calories each day. Tip number 8 is to drink more water. People who prefer water to sugary drinks lose weight more quickly. Because sugary drinks include calories, when they are replaced with water, the calorie intake naturally decreases. Studies have shown that drinking 17 ounces of water increases resting metabolism by 10 to 30% for about an hour. Drinking cold water boosts this calorie burning process. The reason for this is that when you drink cold water, your body expands energy to heat it up and bring it to body temperature. Another study found that drinking water half an hour before a meal can help you consume fewer calories. A study of overweight adults found that those who drank half a litre of water before meals lost 44% more weight than those who did not. So if you want to look smarter, drink more water. Tip number 7 is sufficient and appropriate exercise. Sufficient and appropriate exercise is one of the most effective strategies to speed up the metabolism is to exercise regularly. When I say exercise, I primarily mean resistance training and high intensity interval training, or commonly known as HIIT. Relating to the sufficiency of exercise, the Physical Activity Guidelines for Americans recommend 150 minutes of exercise per week. And in relation to the appropriateness of exercise, you need to eat the right foods along with exercise for effective and efficient weight loss. There is another way to burn more energy by moving your body. Aside from jogging or gym classes, non-exercise activity thermogenesis is a term that refers to all of your body's movements other than eating and sleeping. Fidgeting, standing, and moving around are examples of this. Scientists are convinced that increasing NEAT will increase the amount of energy burned. Tip number 6 is to stop strict dieting. Avoid extreme dieting or losing weight too quickly to keep your metabolic rate from decreasing dramatically. This makes it difficult to maintain your weight, let alone lose weight. According to research, losing weight quickly lowers the metabolic rate and makes the weight reduction process steadier rather than accelerating it. This could cause your metabolic rate to remain low for years. It indicates that if you lose weight, you will need to reduce your food intake significantly in the future to maintain your new weight, to improve your metabolism and general health. Tip number 5 is sit less, stand more. Sitting too much is bad for your health. It's been labelled the new smoking by many health experts. This is true, as sitting for lengthy periods of time burns fewer calories and increases fat accumulation, which leads to weight gain. Standing, as opposed to sitting, burns more calories according to research. If you have a freelancing job that requires you to sit at a desk for long periods of time, consider standing for short durations. This reduces the amount of time you spend sitting and allows you to burn more calories. Take regular pauses, perhaps go for a walk or exercise to burn some calories, and then return to work. After all, your health is more vital than client delight. Tip number 4 is to avoid ultra-processed foods. Sugar, salt, bad fats, and chemical additions are common in highly processed or ultra-processed foods, which are also poor in fibre and high-quality protein. Because so little fibre reaches your gut microorganisms, they are deprived of nourishment. These microorganisms help us absorb nutrients by absorbing energy from meals. They help us digest our meals by breaking down complicated molecules. Plant cell and fibre are not digested without their assistance, which disrupts the metabolic process. Ultra-processed foods have a simpler structure or matrix. This indicates that they are easily digestible and that the body absorbs the fat and sugar they contain without consuming many calories. Obesity is more likely when you eat a lot of ultra-processed foods. Furthermore, because these meals need very little energy to digest, you burn fewer calories when you consume them. In fact, eating a lot of ultra-processed meals will make you gain weight rather than lose it. Avoid such foods and replace them with more whole foods, such as vegetables, fruits, whole grains, nuts and seeds. This will help in the acceleration of your metabolism, and your gut will thank you for saving it from starvation. Tip number 3 is fix your sleep. When a person doesn't get enough sleep, the body releases ghrelin, a hormone that stimulates a feeling of being hungry. It also produces less leptin, a hormone that helps people feel satisfied. Ghrelin and leptin remain in balance when you get enough sleep. Sleep deprivation also increases the risk of obesity significantly. Sleep deprivation has a severe impact on the metabolic system, which increases the risk of obesity. It's also been related to higher blood sugar levels and insulin resistance, both of which are likely to have a role in the development of type 2 diabetes. The amount of sleep that is considered normal and healthy varies greatly from person to person. However, research considers sleep of at least 7 to 8 hours per night as healthy sleep. Tip number 2 is drink coffee. Caffeine in coffee has been shown in studies to increase metabolism by 3 to 11% even when you are not drinking it. But simply increasing your caffeine intake is unlikely to result in significant weight loss. However, coffee consumption has health benefits, such as having more diversified gut microbes, which reduce your risk of obesity and many chronic diseases. Coffee has a lot of fibre and polyphenols in it. The polyphenol in coffee is an antioxidant that nourishes your gut microbes and helps them absorb energy more efficiently. The increase of metabolism and an increase in fat burning also help with weight loss and maintenance. Okay viewers, here we are at tip number 1, and the best by far. It is intermittent fasting. Fasting on alternate days is said to be a wonderful technique to boost your metabolism without harming it. Fasting on alternate days involves eating normally one day and only 500 calories the next. Obviously not everyone can afford it, but studies suggest that it can help people lose weight. According to research from the University of Illinois at Chicago, Women who followed this strategy for 8 weeks dropped an average of 13 pounds. When the researchers compared the change in resting metabolic rate of a group of women who practiced intermittent fasting to a group of women who lost by eating 25% fewer calories, they found no difference. It means that consuming fewer calories has the same effect. Intermittent fasting is a proven strategy to improve metabolism. Which of the tips did you like the most? Tell us in the comments section below. If you found the video helpful, give it a thumbs up.